me, Renee. I'm back. So today I'm going to do a video I was actually just absolutely sure I'd done before already. I searched and searched on my channel, didn't see any video like this. So here is my first top 5 funny videos. Sorry, funny books. So the idea is to recommend funny books because sometimes you just need a good laugh, really, especially now. Now I decided to go with the five. Well, decided to go with 5 books. I've gone with 5 books from different genres. So instead of doing 5 books that are fancy, 5 books that are something, there are different types of books. So you have a little bit of variety here. So that's good. And yeah, of course, not to say that these are the only funny books that I've read and that I like, but these are a few funny books. So yeah, it's a small sample really. I suppose it would be a bit difficult to choose all the funny books and show them. I suppose I could, but that wouldn't really be 5. And I think 5 is a nice number sometimes. So yeah. Also, as normal, I stay away from usual suspects. So just because I don't mention Percy Jackson or sorry, blanking out or stuff, just because I don't mention Percy Jackson or what's another very funny series that people like? Blanking out. But yeah, just because I'm not mentioning the usual suspects does not mean I don't find them funny. Percy Jackson is very funny. I so agree with that. Vampire Academy is very funny. But still, I've decided to go with lesser known, or not lesser known, some of them are very known, but not the typical books you would find in videos like this. Or I suppose it depends what is typical. Okay, you know what? Enough rambling. Let's get on with it. So number 1 is Cress by Marissa Mayer. This is the 3rd book in the series, and even though I would say that all the books are funny, I think in my mind at least, it's kind of, again, I made a boo boo because I hadn't reread this in ages. I think I only read it once, but it's the one with Captain Fawn in it the most, and he is just so charming and funny and charismatic. So I have to go with this one to from the series to show funniness. And I also kind of think it's my favorite book of them all. So yeah, this book very funny. Definitely check it out. Also, if you have been living on a rock, or if you don't know the series, it's a fantasy. Well, yeah, it's a fantasy science fiction blend where you have retellings of fairy tales. So this is Rapunzel, as you might have guessed. But it's also mixed with people living on the moon and yeah. So you have aliens and people living on Earth, and then you have it's set in the future. So it's New Beijing, New Paris, etc., etc. And yeah, it's a really full. It's really funny, great executed concepts, and I really recommend it. Though I would say, I was about to say like I said, but I don't think I said it. But actually, this series I really enjoyed the first 3 books. The last book, Winter, I kind of felt was too long and maybe in a way unnecessary. I didn't really feel why was it there. I felt it was just too long and just I kind of felt for me at least, I think it would be better if she'd written Winter and Cress as one and then just change it up because Winter, I don't know, I just felt it was too long, unnecessary, and uninteresting, and yeah, didn't like it all that much really. Can't say I did. So let's move on to second, which is the Scandalous Sisterhood of Prickwillow Place. Sorry, I always have to say something wrong. By Julie Berry. So it's a historical book, and it's actually just historical. It's not historical fantasy um, or historical mystery. Well, I suppose it's slight mystery, but it's not very mystery. I would say more or less. I suppose, yeah, you can say it's historical comedy. It's very whimsical and fun, and it's about these teens who are living in a boarding school, and their headmister gets poisoned, and they don't really know who it is. but they find out soon that it's none of them because none of them could have done it. So yeah, that makes it kind of a mystery. But also like them kind of, it's kind of like with like words, me forgetting words, of course, of course, of course. It's kind of like a should no phrase no charade no uh anyway, it's very whimsical. It's like a play where like they always have to like uh they have to disguise themselves and stuff. So it's like a farce. It's like a farce. So like if you like there's old timey farces like where people go in and out of rooms and it's like who he I who. You should really like this one. And that's probably not that well explained, but yeah. Anyway, it's a very good book. It is very funny. Definitely check it out. So good. It takes place in the late 1800s, so you know that. And yeah, definitely check it out. Then up next, sorry, we have one of the two adult books here. So yeah, as you mostly could have guessed, this list mostly are adult books because that's what I mostly read. But I decided to include this one, which yeah, audiobook. I just own it on audiobook. I don't have it on as a. I don't have it as a words paperback or hardcover. And yeah, I actually also have it as a CD audiobook. I'm so old style. I still have a CD player. Yeah, I'm quirky. Yeah. The Mystery of Mercy Close by Marion Keyes. I would say most Marion Keyes books are very funny, but this one, it's the last one in a companion series, and the protagonist in this one is so quirky and um, so funny and just so out of the box and creative and just crazy in a wacky, fun way, adorable in just a fun way. It's so fun to be in her head, and it's also fun to see like a story from her perspective. And it's also, as you might see, like some mystery of the mystery of Magic Clothes, so it's kind of mystery-ish in it. And yeah, the main character is a private eye, so there's like mystery with that one thing going on. So yeah, really recommend it. There's both a mystery and a romance, but there's other stuff happening as well. I would say though, if you're thinking like, I don't like sex, I don't like violence, that's why I don't like adult books. This doesn't have explicit sex in it, and there's much more or less, much less, more or less no violence. So it's just fun, and like the characters are all over 18, and that's more or less it really. And yeah, definitely check this one out if you're in for if you need funny a funny read sometime, a funny adult read. And then of course I'm gonna take a guess, leave a guesses. I suppose maybe I suppose if you this is your first video here you won't guess it, but if you're paying attention, if you've seen my other videos before, you might guess it. It is Skullduggery Pleasant. What? Sorry. Skullduggery Pleasant. So yeah, whoop, suddenly everything's falling apart. This is actually a middle grade, so it's not why I usually read. Though this is more like a middle grade in name only, because like at the back it says, not on this one, but like on the back of one of them it says like for ages 9 to 10, 9 to 12, and I suppose that's because publishers has to put a age on the books. But as I said before, this series it's very good, but it's also like can be quite violent now and then, and like quite absurd in a way. Like in one of the books, the villain plays soccer with a decapitated head. So yeah, that's not really for 8 or 9 year olds, I would say. Well, I suppose it depends on a 9 year old, but like yeah, you can read this perfectly fine if you like in your 20s, because it's not childish or it's not written down or something like that. And it's very creative, very funny, of course, obvious. Both the scenes and the dialogue and the characters, they're all very funny and like everything in. And also they have like They have there's like always very funny words. It's always very funny chapter words. I have a word running. But yeah, there's always chapter names which are very funny. And yeah, it's just all around so good. So yeah, if you need a good laugh, go for this series. It's so good. And if you don't want like to start a new series, because of course you might not, you have lots of time now, but you might not. There's lots of short stories in this series that you might try out. That you don't need to read them all. Like you don't need to read a whole series to read a short story in the series. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, Scholar Pleasant. So funny. If you're watching my video and still haven't picked it up or like haven't put it on your Goodreads TBR, what are you doing with your life? I suppose I could understand it if you don't like that much fantasy, because people watch all kind of different booktubers. But like, if you really, if you want to be entertained, you should check it out. You definitely should. Come on, don't be dumb. Read it. Read it soon. Yep. So that's my daily dose, and that's my dose of this video of pushing you so long doesn't read it. Yeah, so that was finished. Wasn't quite. And then, sorry, last, but of course not least, we have Janet Ivanovich books. Sorry. Tiffany Plum books. No, I suppose, yeah. Janet Ivanovich, Janet Ivanovich is the author. Writes the Stephanie Plum series. And I've read mostly her Stephanie Plum books, but I read some other books as well. I would say mostly I think her Stephanie Plum books are her most fun books. She has written other books that are like more romance or less humor oriented. And I would say like if you need humor, check out Stephanie Plum books, because you have all the different characters that are just so amazing and quirky, and just my god, you're so funny, and it's just amazing and crazy you are, and just amazing. And then on audibles and stuff, but then you also have like the scenes that happen, and yeah, it's just everything. It's in these books. It's just so funny. Like some of the series in the series are more scary than other books, but all the books are funny. If you need a good laugh, pick up one of these books. Definitely. If you don't laugh while you read this book, honestly, I think there's something strangely wrong with you. Seriously wrong. Seriously wrong. It has to be. And yeah, so that's my recommendation of 5 stories you should read if you want a good laugh. And this is me, Sing Renee, out.